Hello, and welcome to this video about the full moon in Pisces of September 2022. We are the astrologers of Pandora Astrology. I'm Jamie Kale Miller. I'm in Berkeley, California.
I'm Julia Mijas in Pioneer, California.
And we're going to tell you about this full moon along with the date when it's happening and other important details, including how to handle it for best results. This particular moon is happening in Pisces, and it's rather complicated. There is a conjunction to Juno, bringing in a really strong relationship theme, because Juno is the asteroid goddess of marriage and committed relationships of all kinds, both personal and professional. Obviously, the moon and the sun are going to be opposite to each other because that's what a full moon is. And then there's some help too on the part of the north and south nodes, and also Uranus is tapping off some of the stress of this opposition. So I think there are two main points about this moon. One is that it's happening in Pisces. The other is the involvement of Juno, which is retrograde right now. So we are in a relationship retrospection period, which began in July and which finishes next month in October. And we've also arrived at a really important part of that relationship retrospection period, which is the point at which the sun opposes Juno. And that happened just a few days before this moon. This moon happens on the 10th, and that happened just a few days before. So that's a day I like to call Commitment Clarity Day. And it's a really great, like fish or cut bait kind of day. When you've been involved in retrospecting about your relationship, looking at its past, looking at its depth, and asking yourself some intense questions about it, testing it even a little bit, that Commitment Clarity Day is a day when clarity can come. Do I want to continue with this relationship? How do I need to change this relationship? If you want to know more about Juno retrograde, you'll find a video about it in our 2022 news playlist on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology. And I do recommend that you check that out because it's got so many more details about this Juno period and the dates that are important in it. This moon is clearly playing off of that energy. And also, this is a moon in Pisces, a full moon in Pisces, which brings in themes that are very imaginative and dreamy and spiritual and mergy too. So Julia, what are your thoughts about this full moon and how it's going to feel?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is going to hit us right in our relationships, and all that Piscean energy there with the moon and Juno and Pisces, I think brings a lot of compassion into a relationship. And the trine from the South Node in Scorpio means that there's no problem in looking at the dark side of things. There's that can be sort of encompassed in the compassion, but also with that North Node in kind of nice, secure, steady Taurus, with a little bit of independence from Uranus. It's a little bit of a bohemian moon in a lot of ways, that you can find compassion with your partner, look at the dark side, but be able to use that dark side to find stability together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's interesting how the sun in Virgo is kind of over there opposite this rather murky moon and Juno in Pisces, as if the moon in Virgo is like shining a really bright light on the circumstance and saying, if there are any shadows, I'm going to chase them off into the corners. And I really want to see all the bright lines and the sharp edges in this situation. And then there's the trine to Uranus. What are your thoughts about how Uranus might be helping to resolve some of the stress and tension in this moon?
Well, I think Uranus is helping out because, like you said, Pisces can be very mergy and also kind of bad with boundaries. That's sort of the dark side of merginess. Uranus gets boundaries pretty well. Uranus is, it's a planet that can really, so I think that even though there's a lot of merginess there, Uranus also allows a little bit of independence, a little bit of this is me and this is you, and we're two separate people here at the same time.
Yeah, especially being in a sign, the sign of Taurus, which, being earthy is so very grounded and well defined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're calling this one Reimagine Relationships, but Face Pragmatic Facts. And so the relationship retrospection can go forward, and it may be a very internal and even at times mysterious, process. But with the earthy influences here, the Sun and Uranus and the North Node all in Earth signs, there will be some pragmatic facts that that may come to light that that just need to be integrated with the way that the relationship can be conducted going forward.
Mm.
Mm. Well, there you have it. That's what we have to say about this month's full moon in Pisces. If you want to know more about the news of the month, you can check out our monthly forecast page on our website, pandoraastrology.com, which will have the video about the other moon this month, the new moon, as well as more information on Juno retrograde and also Mercury, which is retrograde right now. And until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye-bye.
Bye.